It's a tale of lust, chronic alcoholism, and a wild goose chase. The newly inaugurated bus stand in Hassan became a center for a crime that puzzled the cops just because the circumstantial evidences did not add up. But what they found about the crime will shock the wits out of you.
October 3rd, 2011. A day the people of Hassan will not forget. On that day, a long-term dream had come true for them. Their proud state-of-the-art bus stand was inaugurated in the heart of the city. Commuters were also happy about the world-class infrastructure at the bus stand. It has STD booths, hotels serving quality food, clean washrooms for both men and women. In a way, it was as if the KSRTC had decided to make passengers happy. But in spite of all the good facilities it offered, the bus stand also became a haven for anti-social elements. The new bus stand at Hassan has a huge empty space in the backyard. After the sun sets, the night begins for illegal activities in this vacant land.
ಇವತ್ತು ಹೊಸ ಬಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಓಡಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಉದ್ಭವ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಲೆಗಳು ತಾಣ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರು ಕೂಡ ಭಯದಿಂದ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಾತಾವರಣ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ 2 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ಈಗ ಕೊಲೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಕೊಲೆಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಕೀರ್ತಿ ಅಂತವನು ಕಲ್ಕೆರೆ ಗ್ರಾಮದ ಕೊಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ ಕೂಡ, ಅವನು ಅದನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಅದು ಅನೈತಿಕ ಬಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅನೈತಿಕ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ತಾಣ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೂ ಕೂಡ ಓಡಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಕ್ತ ಬಂದೋಬಸ್ತ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತು ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರು ಓಡಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸೂಕ್ತ ವಾತಾವರಣವನ್ನು ಕಲ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಈ ಅನೈತಿಕ ಏನು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಡಿವಾಣ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು.
Though commuters knew about the criminal activities happening in the area, they never complained. Day by day, the vacant plot attracted more criminal elements. Passengers neglected to their peril what was happening around them, until 2 back-to-back murders that took place within a month. It was 12th of July. People came to the bus stand as usual. Some of them anxiously waited for their bus in the bus space. They saw a group of people gathering at a distance. It was at the vacant land behind the bus stand. In a few minutes, the crowd grew to hundreds. Everybody was curious and wanted to get a glimpse of what was happening. To their horror, a dead body lay behind a bush. It looked as if somebody had smashed the face of the person. Adding to the disgust, the body was naked. Concerns of commuters about the unlawful activities happening in the empty space had now become a fear. Passengers started to fear their safety. Rapes taking place across Karnataka scared the people of Hassan even more. Cops from the extension police station rushed to the spot. They inspected the crime scene. They were shocked to find inner garments of the victim thrown all around. They also found bloodstains at the spot.
ಬಡಾವಣಾ ಠಾಣಾ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ದಿನಾಂಕ 23/6/2014 ಹಾಗೂ 12/7/2014 ನಮ್ಮ ಹಾಸನದ ಹೊಸ ಬಸ್ ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಪೊದೆಗಳು ಬೆಳೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ 2 ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಕೊಲೆ ಪ್ರಕರಣ ನಡೆದಿತ್ತು.
Cops guessed that murder must have taken place in the night. During the investigation, cops identified the victim as 35-year-old Rangaswamy. Who murdered Rangaswamy so inhumanly? Why would one disrobe a person after murdering? Who was Rangaswamy? Why did he end up there? The deceased Rangaswamy was a resident of Mowgli village in Sakleshpur Taluk. Post-mortem reports said that he died due to stabbing. When cops started their investigation, they were shocked to find that another man was murdered in a similar manner just few days ago. His body was dumped in a nearby lake after he was murdered.
ಮೊದಲನೆಯ ಪ್ರಕರಣದಲ್ಲಿ 23/6/2014 ಮದನಿಕಾ ಬಾರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಸ್ಟೋರೆಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮದ್ಯಪಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಪುರುಷ ವೇಷವನ್ನು ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ವೇಷವನ್ನು ಧರಿಸಿದ ಇಬ್ಬರು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಅವರೊಂದಿಗೆ ವಾಗ್ವಾದಕ್ಕಿಳಿದದ್ದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ ಕೆಲ ಸಾಕ್ಷ್ಯಾಧಾರಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆಗೆ ಘಟನಾ ಸ್ಥಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಪರಿಶೀಲಿಸಿ ನೋಡಲಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ 35ರಿಂದ 40 ವರ್ಷದ ಆಸುಪಾಸಿನ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯೊಬ್ಬನ ಮೃತದೇಹವು ಅರೆನಗ್ನಾವಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಚಾಕುವಿನಿಂದ ಇರಿದು ಮೃತಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ನಮಗೆ ಕಂಡುಬಂದಿತು. ಆ ಮೇರೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಹಾಸನ ಬಡಾವಣೆ ಠಾಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಕರಣವನ್ನು ದಾಖಲಿಸಿ ತನಿಖೆಯನ್ನು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಿದ್ದೆವು.
Cops guessed a connection between these two murders. They got a feeling that the same person must have committed both the murders. How right were they? Intensifying the investigation to find the identity of the other man proved futile for the police. But the cops had some solid clues about the murder of Rangaswamy. The police first learnt about the illegal activities taking place in the vacant space behind the bus stand. They found out that some eunuchs frequently visited the bus stand, usually at night. Based on this clue, cops started looking for those eunuchs. Within few days, they took 2 eunuchs and started interrogating them. They could not initially interrogate them the way they usually interrogate male criminals. Their gender was an obstacle, but not for long. The eunuchs pleaded that they were innocent and asked the police to leave them. But the cops were suspicious. They felt that these eunuchs might be involved in the twin murders. Though the guess was correct, they had to gather evidence to support their claims. The police found out that Rangaswamy was a drunkard and frequented a bar near the Hassan bus stand. The bar was Madanika Bar and Restaurant, which was situated right next to the bus stand. Cops immediately left to the Madanika Bar to gather evidence. At the bar, they were in for a surprise. They found that the eunuchs taken into custody were not eunuchs. There were men in the guise of eunuchs. They discovered that these eunuchs were sex workers who regularly visited Madanika Bar looking for customers. The bar manager and staff claimed to have seen them quite a number of times.
ಘಟನಾ ಸ್ಥಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹತ್ತಿರವಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮದನಿಕಾ ಬಾರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಸ್ಟೋರೆಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿನಿತ್ಯವೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಮಹಿಳೆಯ ವೇಷವನ್ನು ಧರಿಸಿದ ಇಬ್ಬರು 3 ಜನ ಪುರುಷ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುವುದಾಗಿಯೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಗಿರಾಕಿಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸೊರಗಿಯಿಂದ ವರ್ತಿಸಿ ತದನಂತರ ಅವರು ಅನೈತಿಕ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಡಗುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರು ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿದಾರರು ಹೇಳಿದ ಮೇರೆಗೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಕರಣ ಕುರಿತಂತೆ ಒಂದು ತನಿಖಾ ತಂಡವನ್ನು ರಚಿಸಿ ನಾವು ದಿನಾಂಕ 4/8/2014 ಈ ಪ್ರಕರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಆರೋಪಿಗಳಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೀರ್ತಿ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ಎಂಬುವರನ್ನು ಬಂಧನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
This clue was enough for the cops to proceed with the investigation. Cops soon started interrogating the so-called eunuchs the way they actually do. After some grilling, the eunuchs admitted to the crime.
ಬಂಧಿತರು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಚಾರಣೆಯ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆಂತಂದರೆ ತಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿನಿತ್ಯವೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಅರಸಿ ಹೋಗುವುದಾಗಿಯೂ ಸ್ತ್ರೀ ವೇಷವನ್ನು ಧರಿಸಿ ತದನಂತರ ಅವರನ್ನು ಕರೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಅವರಿಂದ ಹಣವನ್ನು ದೋಚುವುದು ಹಾಗೂ ಕೊಡದೆ ಹೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕುಡಿದ ಅಮಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಬ್ಬರು ಈ 2 ಕೊಲೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿರುವುದಾಗಿ ವಿಚಾರಣಾ ವೇಳೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ.
Who are these eunuchs? Why did they murder Rangaswamy? What was Rangaswamy's relationship with these eunuchs? The eunuchs were identified as Kirti alias Siri and Ashwath alias Nisha. Cops also suspect the involvement of a third person in the crime and are yet to apprehend him. Digging into the details of the accused Kirti alias Siri would horrify anyone. Kirti's full name is Kirti Kumar and hails from the village of Kalkere in Chennarayapatna. It would surprise anyone to know that Kirti was a highly respected man in his village. Villagers claim that he had told them that he was a double degree graduate.